Hey everybody, it's Scooby here. So today I'm going to show you how to make your very own recycled water raft. So to begin, we're going to go for a little bit of a scavenger hunt around our house. We are looking for recycled items that we can use to create our raft. So we can use items like plastic water bottles. These will be good for the base of our water raft. Getting some duct tape to secure everything together. Some cardboard. You can use like a granola bar box, or you can use a pop case, whatever you have laying around in your recycling bin. You will also need some scissors, so adult supervision is required for this activity if you need help. And finally, this is optional, but I've got some markers here that I'm going to use to decorate my raft once it is all put together. All right, so let's get started. So I've already gone ahead and taken off the labels that were on my water bottles. So let me just move this down so you can see what I am doing. Okay, so we've got our water bottles. I'm going to flip them over like this. I'm going to grab my duct tape. And we're simply just going to place them together like that. And we're just going to go ahead and wrap our tape all around it. Okay, and then we're going to take our scissors, with adult supervision of course, or if you need help at all, you can ask them to cut it for you. We're just going to cut it and then secure it. And then we're going to do the exact same thing just on this side. Okay, and then once again, taking our scissors and simply just cutting it. So I went around my water bottles once. They feel super secure, so I don't think I need to add any more tape, but if you feel like you do, you can add more. Okay, so I'm just going to set this part aside. This is the base of our water raft, so this is going to go to the side. Next, I'm going to take my box, and I am just going to begin cutting it open. Very carefully. And then I'm just going to cut out this piece. So one piece is going to rest on top of our water bottles, and it's going to be cut out sort of in a square or rectangle. And then this piece that I cut out, we're going to make it into a triangle, and that's going to be the sail of our water raft. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting this piece out. Okay, so I've got both pieces cut out. I'm just going to put my scrap cardboard to the side. Move our raft to the side because we don't need it yet. And I'm simply just going to cut this little piece off. And that is going to be on top of our water bottles. So going to go ahead and place this on top. And we're going to go ahead and grab our tape again, our duct tape. And we're simply just going to, again, secure it to the top of our water bottles. And I just went around once because we don't need a lot of tape for this part. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing just on this side. And I'm going to cut that piece. Okay, so there we've got the base of our water raft and we've got our cardboard taped on top. Finally, what we're going to do, I think I will grab a marker just for this. I'm going to freehand a triangle, which is going to act as a sail on our water raft. Okay. So that is what my triangle looks like. I'm just gonna put my marker to the side, and again, taking my scissors carefully, I'm going to cut this out. Okay, this is our sail we've got on here. I am going to begin taping this on. This could get a little bit tricky, so if you need any help from a sibling or a parent or someone around the house, you can most definitely ask them. So, actually I'm going to do this. I'm going to lay it out flat first, and I'm going to cut off a piece of tape. Going to put some just at the bottom, like that. And then what I'm going to do, I'll put it this way. I'm just going to stick it in the middle of the raft like that. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to tape the bottom just to the top of this raft. So we're going to fold those little corners in so that they stay, and just leave that. It's going to flop over, but that's okay because we're going to make sure it sticks up straight. So again, we're just cutting off a piece of tape like so. Okay, stick our scissors to the side. We can grab our sail. So again, just putting enough tape on the base of our raft. So just like that. And then fold those pieces down, or we can easily just snip them away if we don't like them, or if they're not sitting properly, which they aren't really. So I'm just going to go ahead carefully cut this piece. Okay, and then just fold down the rest. Same thing over here. I just have to turn it so that I can cut it a bit better. Super carefully. There. Okay. and then fold that down and fold this teeny little corner over top. Okay, and on the back side, I'm just going to finish taping this, but I'm going to leave this part empty so that I can decorate it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. We're not going to fully fold this part over because if we fold it over, then it's going to cover up this side, which we're going to be decorating. So I'm simply just going to cover this entire side with tape, and anything I don't want, like this piece, I'm just going to snip off. So once I have my sail fully covered, I will show you how to make the cuts. Okay, that looks good to me. So it's all covered up. We're gonna go ahead and take our scissors and simply just, I may need to turn it over like this so I can cut it better. So I'm just going to start at the top and carefully begin cutting. All right, there's one side. And then this side, let's see. Oh no. We're just making sure everything is cut. And I have a whole bunch of tape stuck, so I'm just carefully taking it off my scissors. Okay, so that is what it looks like. And on this side, I am going to name my water raft. I will use purple, I think, for this. Okay, I'm going to call my raft the Unsinkable. Let's see if we can. Okay, the Unsinkable. And then I'm just going to put some other decorations on it just to make it my own. I'm going to put, maybe I'll put a little fish on it. There's my little fish. What else can we put on here? Maybe I'm gonna put a wave on here since we are going to be sailing. There's my wave. And one more thing I can put on here. Something I can put on the top. Maybe I will put an orange star at the top. And there's my little star on top. Okay. Now that our raft is complete, it's time to go test it out. So I'm going to test it out in my kitchen sink, but you can test this out in your bathtub, or if you've got a bucket, you can test it. So I'm going to go ahead and move on over to the kitchen. All right, now that I'm at my kitchen sink, I have inserted the plug at the bottom, and I'm just going to begin by filling up the sink because we want to test out our raft to see how well it floats. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling it up. I'm going to fill it up probably about halfway, just so that we can see how it does. All right, so our sink is filled up. Next, we're going to take our raft and we're simply just going to place it in the water. So as you can see, our raft floats, which is pretty neat. If you wanted to test it out in a bathtub, you could make this with a friend and do floating races to see how long it takes to get to the other side of the tub. So that's what it looks like, floating around. Looks pretty cool. And that's our recycled water raft. Thanks everybody for joining me. We would love to see your own recycled water raft, so please tag us in your pictures that you upload to Instagram, Facebook, at Greenway-Chaplin. We would love to see your work.